So Nathan, come on up. Before we kick things off, let me ask you a question. What has been the most challenging thing that you have been faced with leading up to this event, leading up to getting your brown belt?
Learning how to be on top. Because I'm generally smaller than most of the people I wrestle with, and kind of my philosophy when I'm doing jiu-jitsu is a lot of saving energy, and so it can be kind of hard to be on top and be the person attacking. And I've started to get, just within the last year or two, the fundamentals down of how to apply pressure and use your weight, so that even though I'm smaller, I'm still making the other person carry my weight. And once I started to learn how to do that, I've seen a big improvement, I feel like, in my game.
Excited to watch that play out tonight. So the first thing that Nathan's going to do is movement. You know, how should a purple belt that's going to brown belt, how should a brown belt move? Jiu-jitsu, a big part of jiu-jitsu is moving around the space of your partner. If you don't know how to negotiate the space around your partner, you're not gonna thrive in jiu-jitsu. You have to be able to do that. And sometimes that means locking them down, but other times that means, moving over them, moving around them. So this first 5 minutes is gonna be Nathan and Peter. Peter, come on out. And they're gonna be essentially flow rolling, showing you their movement patterns, how they interact with each other. Here we go, guys. Shake hands and go. Our movements. Time. Let's give him a hand. With Nathan showing you his technical knowledge in sweeps, passes, takedowns, and of course the straight arm lock submission. Oh, nice movement, good flow. Right into that armbar, that was sweet. Good job. Good, good. Oh, good sweep, good sweep. And time. Let's give him a hand. So now we're going to take a look at Nathan's technical knowledge as it relates to chokes. Triple front, triple front, triple front. Oh, good, good, good,
Nice.
good. Boom, really good choke. Excellent, nice. Love that single you're hitting, Nathan. What chokes you gotta look for, what you gotta look for. Excellent, basic cross. Uchi. Ooh. Nice. Yeah. My favorite. Good switch. Good switch. Nice job, man. Nice. Okay, and final piece of the technical portion, showcasing Nathan's technical skills and abilities, is going to be bent arm locks. So we did straight arm locks to begin with, and we just did 5 minutes of chokes, and now bent arm locks. So this would include Americanas, Kimuras, omoplatas, would be the kind of the big three that you're going to be seeing here.
Americana.
Notice how when Nathan's hitting that sprawl, when Peter shoots on him, very nice. Big arm lock.
Nice.
So good, so clean. Jeez, good job. I don't know if you guys saw that, but the misdirection, he was attacking Peter's arm over here initially and then switched off to the other side. Good, you got the old one, still right there, still right there. Nice. Tap it. Good. Yes, yes. If you don't know this, what he just did is extremely difficult. It's one thing to have a script to go off of, to practice a sequence of moves and, spend hours and hours and hours practicing those moves. You can polish that and make it look really good. To do something like this, where he has kind of a general guideline to go off of, but other than that, it's all live. where Peter's feeding and he's just looking for the transitions to the attack, that's extremely difficult. You really have to have a high level of understanding of movement and knowledge to be able to make that look as good as it just did. So well done. Let me ask you a question real quick. Moving into the brown belt, what is a goal or two for this next phase that you're going to be moving into?
One of the things I've been working on just more recently, kind of leading up to this, is kind of setting the pace in a match and using that to make someone tired. Because normally I'll kind of let the other person decide how fast they want to go, and it will usually be kind of a lower tempo match. But I've started to learn by using weight that you can get the other person to kind of amp up their intensity without them realizing it.
Yeah.
And that's when you get really tired, is when you are kind of just getting amped up, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh man, I'm really tired all of a sudden. So that's one of the things that I want to keep getting better and better.
Well, now it's time to go live, to do the real thing. So full real matches. You're trying to tap Nathan, Nathan's gonna try to tap you, and we're gonna take a look at not only his technical ability, which is the know-how, the knowledge, but also his wisdom. How can he apply the stuff that's in his head to somebody who's trying to do the same thing to him. Nice. Good job. Good job. Time. Stay on the mat. And no match is ever the same. Every match is different. And so that dynamic, solving those problems as they come up in the moment, is what makes it so fun to me. And probably you guys would agree as well. So problem number 2 for you to solve, Nathan, is Ryan. Ryan's the problem, you're the solution, Nathan. Good. Pressure, 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 pressure. Good job. Let's give him a hand. Go. Go. Good job, Nathan. Good. Yes.
We're here to progress.
But not you. Does it feel like how it's for you?
You don't get all specifically about you.
Final match, Nathan. As a purple belt. Try to enjoy it. Woo-woo!
Yes.
You are a survivor, Nathan. That's like you said yourself. You typically your game has been very defensive. You're tough to tap, man. Like you have your defenses buttoned up, man. Well done. As you move into brown belt and beyond, you've already said it tonight. That intensity, that will of imposing your will on them, you being in control, you controlling the tempo and the pace. So that's what I want to see from here moving forward, is you taking control and calling the shots in the matches. Okay, here we go.
Good. Yes.
Good.
Good.
Good job, Nathan.
Yes. Yes.
Good pass.
Yes.
Good pass. Now's the time.
Come on, Nathan. Go. Good.
Good, Alex. Good job.
Good. Yes.
Drop that head. Drop that head. Oh,
Seconds. Come on, Nathan. Come on, Beyonce.
let's go.
10 seconds.
You're a survivor, Nathan. 10 seconds, Nathan.
Finish! Come on, Nathan. Come on.
Whoa, whoa. I'll be the first to strap this on you. All right. Color, rank, rash guard right here. Shake my paw, give me a hug. Let's see, what has been the thing that you've had to overcome the most in your training? Could be mental, could be physical. What's been your biggest roadblock to progress?
Getting into that fluid flow state. Especially in matches like tonight where we're kind of intense, it's hard to get into that relaxed mode where I feel like I'm best. And then mentally getting into a state where I can go with someone who's going really hard and still be able to do that, you know, because it's really easy when someone's going hard to also go hard. And for me, because I'm not as big or strong as most of these people, if I do that, I'm going to lose even faster. So kind of finding that mode where I work best,
Yeah.
and getting there even no matter how the match is.
Well, hey, I thought that what you just said came out brilliantly with your match with Peter. I thought everything that you said you were able to implement just, a couple minutes ago with him in his match. So well done.
Yeah.
All right. Good job, guys. Let's give Nathan one more hand.